trusted name in the Columbia Basin comes Callahan Gravel. You'll love Callahan's rock-solid product. Multiple applications include driveways, roads, stackyards, and landscaping. A pothole's worst nightmare. Call Callahan Gravel at 346-2208 to get rocked.
I'm Robbie Johnson. I'm 26 years old.
I'm Valerie Johnson, and I'm 24 years old.
And we are Napa customers. This is my 89 Ford Bronco.
This is my 68 Ford Mustang. She's my baby, and I don't let him drive it.
Nope, she doesn't. At Napa, we buy fluids, brakes, batteries,
oil filters, wipers, brake lights. I buy it all at Napa.
Let's show them the motorcycles. I don't think people are aware of the basics Napa carries for motorcycles. Spark plugs, fluids, batteries.
Napa's the one.
My name's Ron Robertson. I've been a Napa customer for about 40 years. Most of the things that I do are oil and air filter changes. Your engine's going to last a lot longer if you do the maintenance on it. This is my wife's 91 Cougar. This is our 98 Honda, 144,000 miles on it. This is our yard tractor. We've had it about 10, 12 years. I've always had good success with Napa products. They always have the parts that I need. Napa's the one. They got the good stuff.
Napa, get the good stuff.
Calling all Knights fans. Royal City's newest restaurant, Guard Public House, invites you to come on in for great locally sourced, scratch-made food with everything from burgers to pizzas, salads, steaks, and more. Open daily at 11 a.m. for lunch and serving dinner Wednesday through Sunday evenings. Located 1 block south of Harvest Foods. Happy eating!
Mud, no problem. Bugs, no problem. Nasty road salt, no problem. Splash and Dash can handle it all. Our amazing features include undercarriage wash, hot wax, clear coat protectant, and 24/7 service. Our floor heat and automatic doors keep us open even on the coldest and snowiest of days. And to top it all off, unlike the Knights, our vacuums suck. We know the road to the dome is a dirty one. Let Splash and Dash be a part of your game plan. Follow us on Facebook at Splash and Dash Car and Truck Wash for special promotional offers. Locally owned and operated, we truly care about our customers.
Your day means getting from point A to point B, as in bank or ballet. G for gym, W for work. When what you drive needs tires or service, get to Point S, Tire and Auto. A trusted neighbor with the right tires for how and where you drive, and certified techs to take care of what you drive. So you get to all the points in your day and home again safely. Get to the point. Point S Tire and Auto Service. Expert service guaranteed.
Simplot Grower Solutions, we believe our responsibility to the planet begins right here in our community, where we live, work, and play. Unity and pride drive a winning team of farmers, partners, and Simplot employees who work hard to feed our local communities and the world beyond. It's an honor to support the community that has supported our business year after year and generation to generation. Thanks for your partnership. Check out our website at simplot.com. Just like Royal Football beats up on opponents, Fielding Law Group beats up on insurance companies. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give Fielding Law Group a call and join a winning team. You've got a friend in Fielding. Go Knights. Royal Dairy, dedicated to making the world's best ingredient, milk, for one of the world's greatest companies, Dairygold. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Royal Dairy, or check out our website at theroyaldairy.com.
TP Septic has been servicing the Columbia Basin's residential and commercial needs for over 30 years. We're here to pump you out, or service septic tanks, unclog pipes, or drop off a portable toilet. We do it all. Call TP Septic today at 488-2844 or find us online at tpseptic.com. Be sure to also find us on Instagram and Facebook. TP Septic.
Subway has so much new, I couldn't fit it all in the last ad.
Yep, so let me finish this. There's new hickory smoked bacon, fresh mozzarella, smashed avocado. You know what? There's a lot, but it all makes a better footlong.
Can I get a word in?
Sure, take the tagline.
Because
you gotta refresh to be fresh.
It's the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway, and they're refreshing everything from how they make it to how they bake it to how they bring it to you.
This new turkey Cali Fresh is incredible.
You even eat bread?
Steph, it's a commercial.
We're at Kirtland.
Juanita High School.
Juanita High School in Kirtland, Washington. And the best thing I can say is it is raining. Raining hard. The good news is this is a brand new refurbished field turf field. So really the footing and whatnot, it should not be an issue whatsoever. But I don't know if you can see on the video or not. You'll be able to see it dripping off our canopy that we've got set up. But conditions are definitely harsh for today's game for the Royal Knights versus the Cedar Park Christian Eagles. I would talk a little bit about last week. I can talk about what I watched on the broadcast. It's kind of nice to be back here seeing it live. The Knights so far this season are 2-0, defeated the Ellensburg Bulldogs on the road, and then at home last week were able to secure a steady victory against the Othello Huskies, 51-3.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just
sorry, Ryan.
No, I'm
51-3 was an interesting game because it got off to a little bit of a slow start. It was only 6-3 Royal in the lead at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Then the Knights scored 3 touchdowns in the second quarter and 3 touchdowns in the third quarter, early in the third quarter, in fact, to put it into the running clock. So as far as the Knights go, they still got to the running clock basically the same time in week 1 as they did in week 2.
Yeah, about the middle of the third quarter, secured that victory. Yeah. We'll see what happens here today.
Yeah, this Cedar Park Christian School coming in 0-2, looking for their first win, but give them credit for scheduling up in their non-league games. Their first two games were against 3A opponents, Lakeside and Ingram, and so they battled schools that were much bigger than them, and I suspect they learned a lot in those first two games in order to be able to prepare themselves for today. What I'm not sure that anybody is prepared for necessarily is this weather.
Yeah. I just turned the field mic down. You can tell.
You can hear the rain?
You can hear the rain pouring.
Although Cedar Park Christian is probably much more used to playing in this kind of weather than the Royal Knights are over on the dry side of the mountains. So about a 2.5-hour drive for the Knights to get over here to this stadium. Nice stadium, brand new turf put in during the summer, just like we did at home. And so excited for this contest. So Ryan, you weren't on the broadcast last week. You were on the road and watching. What were your impressions?
My impressions, I guess, off the top of my head, without really preparing anything, I would say I felt like it was I looked up and it was 51-3, and it didn't feel like that. The Knights took till the second half to kind of get rolling. The first quarter was a little bit of a shaky start. The big boys from Othello, they have big offensive lines. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get that figured out, getting those gaps. And then Derek Bergeson needs to tighten it up. He, his first 2 passes were interceptions, and that is absolutely not typical of Derek whatsoever.
I've tried to block that out of my mind.
Yeah,
when I got out of college and went to work for Walmart.
Yeah,
there's certain things you try to block out of your mind.
I forgot. I blocked it out. I forgot you were a Walmart executive. You'd think you could get us some deals or something.
Yeah, I wish. I wish.
Probably blocked you out as well.
Captains making their way out onto the field for the Knights. It's Derek Bergeson, Seth Jorgensen, Eric Myrick, and Avery Ellis. Who are the captains for the Eagles, Ryan?
55 is let's see. But it's one of these things where they don't design these based on the broadcast.
Based on a broadcast.
Sam Bradshaw, number 56. James Maher probably.
Okay.
Number 27 for the Eagles is Jaden Brown. And number 22 is Jackson Crabb.
It's not often that we actually pay attention close enough to the coin toss to actually see who wins.
Yeah.
We'll see in this rain if we can see through here. Now, one reason we're able to bring this broadcast to you is luckily Ryan brought a canopy that's got us covered up. We even got the official huddle filmer for the Knights under the canopy with us.
We're also
Maria.
learning.
Maria, who's really in charge of the show.
We're learning too that this canopy is
not completely
water.
flawless.
It's like this thing's fairly old and it's been in the box a long time. Everywhere where there's a folded crack on here, it's raining so hard it's trying to bleed through it. So try to keep the computer dry as it's kind of dripping on the keyboard here.
It does that a little bit. We'll see what we can do.
The sun is precariously coming out as though it might tease us into letting up a little bit.
We'll see.
And
what
as we
happens.
just talked about, dealing with the rain, I looked away.
The Knights
and
are going to
didn't see.
receive.
The Knights will receive, and I'm going to.
Did we
assume
win the
that
toss?
means
I think we won the toss and chose to receive, but either way, it doesn't matter. We're receiving. That means they will receive to start the second half. Sounds like we're going to have national anthem here played pretty soon.
Good evening, football fans. Welcome to tonight's non-conference football matchup between the visiting Royal Knights and your Cedar Park Christian Eagles. As we begin, would you please stand for prayer, followed by the singing of our national anthem. God, thank you for the opportunity for us to enjoy the freedoms that we do in this nation. Nothing like a game of football to help us remember the freedom and liberties that we enjoy. Would you please protect these young men as they compete on the field of battle tonight? May they lay everything on the field. We give you all the glory, and we thank you for this opportunity. In Jesus' name, amen. Our national anthem will be performed by Cedar Park Christian sophomore Noel Beers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave
nice change to
A
actually have a
reminder
prayer
for all
and
of
the
our
national
parents,
anthem.
this
That doesn't happen in
yeah.
public
The
schools.
Washington
It's one of the
Times
benefits
Scholastic
of private
Athletics
school
Association.
education.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Participants
That
are
was
expected
nice.
to follow the Washington State Department of Health COVID-19
That was nice.
requirements for
Okay, so
sporting
we've had
activities.
the coin toss. The Knights are going to receive. Yeah, the sun trying to tease us just a little bit. Here's where we are. Our cell reception is what it is. So it says we're dropping some frames. Hopefully there's continuity. This is the best we can do at this point. So we're just going to keep broadcasting, and then hopefully it doesn't glitch too much on you. The Knights will be moving from our left to right.
Sign up today. Thank you.
Back deep to receive for the Knights are going to be Eric Myrick and Luke Bergeson, number 4.
For today's matchup, referee Daniel Blickenstaff.
All right, these boys don't look as quite as small as I thought when I first showed up. They do have some size.
Maybe they had an air compressor down there and they
maybe
pumped them up a little bit.
something. But as the kickoff teams run onto the field, I feel like some bigger boys are out there.
We've only got one copy of the roster here, Ryan, for the Eagles. Let's see who that is. Kicking number 15 or 16?
Eagles ready to
15,
kick
Caleb
off, and
Thomas.
the Knights ready to receive.
To kick off, and we will be underway here as soon as the official whistles us in. Waiting. Should I play the Jeopardy music?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. High short kick going to be taken by Myrick right about the 10-yard line, straight up the front, straight up the gut. Has blockers on his left, and
got one
good
man
luck.
to beat,
and the kicker just
gives
stopped.
up and turns out.
There he
Eric
is, Myrick down to the
gonna have
10-5 touchdown. Eric Myrick. Yeah.
What a way to start the game for the Knights.
Eric Myrick on the return for the Knights for the touchdown.
And the sun breaks through even a little bit more.
I didn't see where he caught it, did you?
Right at the 10. It's actually a pretty good kickoff. So a 90-yard return for a touchdown to start this game for the Knights. Only 13 seconds into this contest. 6 points on the board. Angel Vega. Extra point up and signaled good.
Good.
Just 11:47 left to go in the first quarter. Right off the bat, Knights lead 7-0. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com. A few more people coming out to trickling in. It's hard to get crowd noise if there's no crowd. So
Knights off to a fast start. You know, when Eric caught that, he his one foot kind of slipped out from underneath him a little bit, and I thought maybe he was going to be in trouble, but he found his footing right up the middle. Some great blocks, and he got to about the 40-yard line on the Eagles side. The kicker was the only guy left, and Avery Ellis was in hot pursuit for the block, and he just kind of spun out, and Eric had a free path to the end zone.
Feet for the Eagles look like number 10
and number 21. 21
Crab
is not
Luis Cruz on the kickoff
on the roster.
Knights.
Oh, he's not.
10 is Tyler Zlata.
High kick, right about the 12-yard line. Tries to go on that right side. He's not going to get any return.
Dylan Allred, the first night there, also Gage Jinks with the assist to make sure he comes down It's going to be, where are they going to spot it?
Be
Inside
marked
the 20,
right
right
at
at
the
the
19.
With the carry for the Eagles.
So this will be the first offensive possession for the Eagles. And the Eagles' first two opponents in the first 2 weeks of the season were 3A schools. They lost both of those contests. Quarterback's number 7, Jet Torres. That's a great name.
It's a good quarterback name for
Yeah.
sure. And he's busted up by Manny
fumble.
Sandoval, and he almost got back on it. Looks like the running back got back in there, but he came off the ball so hard.
Number 27, Jaden Brown. Looks like he's the one that is getting up. The ball came loose. Great.
He's the quarterback. But that'd
Great
be on that.
penetration there by the Knights, getting in the backfield in a hurry.
Manny's on that left side, the right side of the offensive line, so he anticipated and broke through. Big loss, near 10-yard loss. Second down and 20. Try to give it on that dive again. Bounces off a few guys. Going to get a yard back to the 10-yard line.
Have I got this wrong? I do have this wrong. 27 is actually the quarterback right now. Number 7, Torres, is on the sideline. So it's actually number 27 in at quarterback. He's not listed as a quarterback, but Jaden Brown is playing quarterback.
Isaac Ferguson
listed at 5'9",
Eagles, picks up a couple
175 pounds. Isaac Ferguson, number 23, is the primary running threat. He picks up no yards on that play.
Knights stack the line. Give up the middle.
Another inside handoff. Ferguson's going to get tackled in the backfield.
Mark it at the 12-yard line
Let's
for a
see
3-yard loss.
Who we're going to give credit. I think that was number 81, Gunnar Anderson, was the first
Eagles
one back
with
there.
a loss. Yardage
It's
on
going to
the
be
play.
another 2-yard loss.
Bring up fourth down and punting situation. Is it?
7-yard line.
Yeah, you're right. Correct. 7-yard line. So good luck trying to get this ball off. Let's see what happens.
Well, you never want to be with your feet near the back of your end zone. Number 15, Caleb Thomas. He's going to have to get the ball off in a hurry. For the Knights, it's going to be Luke Bergeson, and he's going to be inside plus territory between the 40 and 45-yard line of the Eagles, waiting to receive this punt.
Low looping kick, and he does just
Partially
get away, but
blocked.
it's partially blocked. Oh no, he touched it, and they're gonna
It's still
and they're gonna
loose.
recover. The Eagles will recover, but it's not enough for a first down. So we'll turn the ball over on down still.
Mistake
but
by the Knights. Up man saw the ball just floating in the air and thought, shoot, I should probably try to catch that.
James
And
Farr with the
I think
recovery
as he
for the
jogs back to the
Eagles.
sideline, he's going to think
First
better
down.
of
Yeah,
that. He'll get a little
non-receiver
coaching.
up men.
He get a little bit of coaching there. But it's going to be Cedar Park's ball that's going to move the ball out to the 23-yard line.
Because we touched it, that
we
negates
touched it.
it.
It makes
That's
a fumble.
true.
That's a fumble,
That's a true
essentially,
fumble.
or a muff punt.
First and 10 for the Eagles on their own 23-yard line.
Sandoval, after making a couple huge plays the first go-around, he is
Got a hard
going
count.
to he's going to jump offside in anticipation of trying to make the same play, and he's going to give the Eagles a free 5 yards.
Offside Knights.
Move the ball out to the 28-yard line. Ryan, I'm starting to think your canopy is a shade,
It's a
sunshade, not a rain
That's
canopy.
what it's mostly been used for.
It's all right.
I feel like
Ask me how many canopies I brought.
they're in that tight double wing formation. Give to that running back.
On the left side, that's Ferguson, and it's Caleb Christensen. Caleb Hernandez in the backfield for
Dropped
the shot.
it.
Loss of yardage.
Dropped it for
for the Eagles.
We'll say a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, 1-yard loss probably officially. Second down and 6. Long 6.
Yeah,
What's
so
the name of the quarterback? 27 is?
27 is Brown. Jaden Brown.
Jaden Brown.
Uh-huh.
Takes me till the second quarter to get these kids straight.
Well, I don't know if Torres is out for the whole game. He's standing on the sideline and he's dressed down in gear. I don't know if there's some issue that he'll come into the game at some point, but right now it's Brown with Ferguson in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, none to the right. Another inside
Give to that
handoff.
up back. Right up the middle, he'll get 1 yard back, but it'll bring up
Ferguson
a third
off the
down
right side.
and
No gain.
long 5.
Yeah, he's gonna if it's positive yards, it's less than a yard,
it's
right?
not much. We'll call it second down and or third down and 6.
passing situation here, 3rd down and long for the Eagles. Same formation, tight end on the right, 3 receivers to the left.
And we got a jump.
Left tackle jumps, and what was 3rd and a long 7 becomes 3rd and 12. Eight minutes left in the first quarter. It's been mostly penalties that have used the most of our time here since we've been sitting here, or since the game started.
Oh, left guard. Screamed up the line, went down before he hit.
Oh.
Snap, give on that swing, man.
Yeah.
He's got it, number 2 on the outside. Flag flies. I'm going to guess it's going to be a
holding penalty on the left-hand side of the line. That's call it an A reverse, call it an end around, call it what you want to. That inside slot man on the left coming back to the right and takes that handoff. That's a play they like. They probably run it probably 10 times per game as far as I've seen so far. I think the Knights will decline this one because it was only a 1-yard gain for number 2. And so that'll bring up 4th down and 11 for the Knights. So no reason to accept that penalty and give them another try. Instead, now Luke Bergeson will be back again to receive this punt. This time he's going to be on about his own 45-yard line. Not quite in the end zone here, but kind of a lazy snap.
Got it away. Luke's going to get his hands on it.
He's going to come up to it full speed. He bobbles him and picks it up.
On this right side. And there's no one that's going to be even close.
No.
And the punter is going to decide whether he... Oh, don't do that. And they threw a flag.
Where?
Well, the punter completely turned his back right at the last second, and Avery couldn't handle it.
Oh, Avery did. Because I saw Jace Christensen with a beautiful block out here where the guy turned his back. And then once you engage on the front, if they turn their back, then you can continue the block.
No, he turned right as Avery just leaves his hands out.
I didn't see that.
All he did was extend his hands. It wasn't any big deal, but it will come back. Luke will take that up with Avery later.
Is that the ploy for the kicker, is to run at you and then turn his back at the last second?
Might be.
So you block him in the back? Waiting on the ball boy here to get the ball in and out.
Maybe our other ball boys will come. It's raining,
So it will be 1st down for the Knights. They're going to be on the 14-yard line of the Eagles. First offensive play of the game, even though the score is already 7-0.
2 receivers set wide left for the Knights. Bergeson in shotgun with Avery Ellis to his left. Quick pass on that slant behind intended receiver Jace Allred.
Incomplete pass.
Falls incomplete.
He had his man, Jace, on the slant from that inside receiver position and just threw it behind him.
There was a linebacker kind of lurking there, but the solution to that's just to zip it.
I don't know if the ball wet,
That's
maybe.
easy,
I don't want to
easy
give it.
said in the rain. 2nd down and 10. 7:13 to go in the first quarter. Knights lead 7-0.
Rain has let up some, but it's definitely still raining. Not sure if you're able to see that on camera or not.
Motion out of the backfield, fakes to him. He's going to float it to that right side, and no one covered.
Gunnar
Anderson on his tight end.
That's his 2nd touchdown catch of the season. He had one last week
Touchdown
in the opposite
for the
corner
Knights,
of the end zone.
Gunnar Anderson.
So the Knights in 2 plays with the 14-yard touchdown reception.
Pass completed by quarterback Derek Bergeson.
So efficient so far for the Knights. Waiting this extra point.
Good snap. Kick is up and good.
7:07
left to go in the first quarter. Knights lead 14-0. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
7 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first quarter. The Knights out to a 2-touchdown lead, ready to kick off here. Back to receive, same two for Cedar Park. This is Laduff and number 21, who we don't have.
Punches that one
on
inside the 10. Coming around the south side, but he's going to get first met by
Caleb Hernandez. Slows him down and spins him out, and then Eric Myrick right there to meet him as he tries to regain his balance. Going to hit him right again at the 19-yard line, exactly where the Eagles started their last drive.
This game being played right there, down here on this end in front of us.
Oh,
like this is out.
Looks like they finally found the ball boy. Got the right guy out there.
Stuck in traffic.
Kind of a pistol eye formation here for the Eagles.
Brown's going to keep it and brought by Avery off that left, his right end.
Snap was off to his left a little bit. That was the quarterback, number 27, Brown, and the snap was off to the left a little bit, so I don't think the play was for him to keep the ball, but he really kind of had no choice after the play got busted up, and then he got met in a hurry by outsized, outmatched size-wise for sure, Avery Ellis in the backfield for what will amount to a 3-yard loss.
I think he's okay. I think he just kind of got flung down. And number 7 will be coming into the game for the Eagles.
In each of the games so far, against Ellensburg and against Othello last week, there were times where, Avery, it looks like a bear is latching down on you and flinging you around. And that was the case there. So now we're going to see Jet Torres come into the game. So he's clearly eligible and medically available.
Yeah, Jalen Brown's fine. He'll be back in.
Yeah, he's going to come out for a play. Jet Torres, number 7, who has been the starting quarterback up to this point in the season, into the game now.
2nd 13 for the Eagles.
Single setback. 2 slot men on the left side for Torres. Play action.
Trouble in the backfield.
Going to get brought down by our friend. Who is that? That's Caleb? Can't see the number, but I think
Turn
it's
your
Caleb.
back, Caleb. Caleb, he's got gloves on. That's usually Caleb.
Caleb
Hernandez, outside linebacker,
in the backfield.
in there in a hurry. Ball goes from the
back to the 4, looks
15 back to the 4. So that's an 11-yard loss. Did you see who was the ball carrier on that?
For some reason, I want to say 2, but I might be wrong. They'll pack it in and have kind of a pistol wishbone.
Shows 3rd down and 25 out of their own end zone.
Oh.
They're going to say he got outside the goal line. That's Ferguson, number 23.
Will be marked right at the 1-yard line.
A loss of about 3 yards. Can bring up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt out of their own end zone again. And I am sure that Thomas would rather not have to do this. In fact, he's going to be literally.
He was standing outside, and I said, "Boy, I hope he steps forward." And he looked down and went, "Oh, I better step forward."
So interesting to see if the Knights bring pressure here or if they set up the return. So they're going to do a little bit of both. Luke comes up, try to catch it. It's going to bounce high and over his head. He's going to let it go over the top, and it's going to be down on about the 36-yard line of the Eagles. The Knights will have another short field as the offense comes out.
But for the Eagles, the best exchange of possession they've had yet, out to their own 36-yard line. So the Knights have 36 yards to score, leading 14-0.
Correction, 43-yard punt. Knights take over at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Hey, looking across at the Royal Knights fans side, there's a few more canopies.
Give up the middle to Avery. He steps left, steps right, still on his feet, puts his shoulders down, and about 4 guys are going to ultimately bring him down near the 13-yard line.
On the carry
from
for
the
the
36
Knights.
to the 13.
It's good for a first down.
23-yard carry for Avery on his first touch. Puts in the ball into the red zone, down to the 13-yard line. Just a well-blocked and And up the middle, and Avery squared up his shoulders and kept moving forward. Going to give him the ball
Give
again.
to Avery. And
he's going to...
Oh, he tried to bust through. 15 got under him low enough where he's going to come down on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, 15.
Avery
I think
just
it's
thought,
25.
I dare you to tackle me, and he went low.
25.
Avery Lewis
Josiah
takes it to the 1 yard line.
Jaquith sticks his nose in there and makes the tackle. It's going to be a 12-yard gain. Avery coming into the game averaging about 9 yards per carry.
He'll step up to fullback, and I'm going to guess that Coach will let him have it.
Now he'll step in.
Touchdown for
get
the
that
Knights,
touchdown.
Avery Ellis.
Knights jump out to a 3-touchdown lead, waiting the extra point here. Snap is down, kick is up, and signal good. So with 4 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter, the Knights extend to a 21-0 lead. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Sun shining through, but still sprinkling as we speak. So we'll see which direction this rain's coming in at.
I've been told our audio is coming through clear, but the video's real spotty, and I think part of that's because this cell card. There's nothing we can do really at this point. It is what it is.
Right at the 5 yard line, taken straight up the middle. Tries to get the outside, met by number 21. I think that's Justin. Is that Justin?
Which Smith is that? Number 21, Justin Smith. You're right. On the stop, just inside the 20. Looks like they'll spot the ball at about the 18-yard line for the Eagles. So that's about the same place they've taken the drives the previous couple drives. Jet Torres, number 7, comes in to the game. So I don't know if that means now that Brown is injured beyond coming back in the game.
I want to see him. I want to see him throw because he was throwing for the game, just kind of back and forth with his left hand. Is he a lefty? Do you know that?
He is a lefty.
All right.
He is a lefty. Officials timeout for a Cedar Park Christian player that needs to come off the field.
I was trying to figure out if he was just goofing or whether he was actually a true lefty.
No, he's a lefty.
Send receivers wide out to the right.
Inside handoff to the right to Ferguson. Gets through the first tackle, but Caleb Hernandez
Finishes
comes across
him
for the
off.
Knights and finishes him off.
Ferguson up the
Best
middle,
gain
earning a
of
few
the
yards.
night for the Eagles on a solid 3 yard gain. Might even give him 4, but.
Would you?
Yeah, almost. You got to get to 4 to get it. It's pretty close. Give him 4. 2nd down and 6. It's not positive yards yet, so.
That's
give
six,
the poor
that's
kid.
6 carries for Ferguson for a total of negative 2 yards rushing.
There you go.
4-yard gain. Tight formation here for the Eagles. Again, the handoff up the middle. Ferguson's met by this time Ferguson. Ferguson meets Ferguson, and
right
Ferguson
side,
wins
no
that contest. It's going to be for.
Let's say no gain.
Yeah,
They didn't move it much.
We'll say no gain.
3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6 from their own 22. Clearly a passing down. We'll see if they try to take to the air here.
Oh, long count that ended backfiring on
False
him.
start, Eagles.
Yeah, we'll see, but I think it was false start. That's the call.
See if they stay with the same play call or if they've got something else now for 3rd and 11. Time rolling under about 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd down and 12 for the Eagles from their own 17-yard line. 3rd down and 11, actually.
3rd and 12 for the Eagles.
Nope, 3rd and 11. They're going to jump again. That time 2 linemen, one on the left and one on the right-hand side. Both jumped. Going to give another 5 yards to the Knights.
Well, that's a nod to how quickly kids like Eddie Jimenez and Manny Sandoval get off the ball.
Because those guys know they've got to get.
Eagles
they've got to be as quick as they've ever been to have a chance to prevent those guys from breaking through. The other thing, though, is when they came off early, they came off going forward in more of a run block than a pass block set. So curious to see here if the Eagles are just going to run this ball and live to punt.
They try to do that.
They're going to go with that end around. Avery Ellis back there in a hurry. It's going to be another loss. Is that number 2? Number 2 normally runs that play for him. It is number 2, and he's going to be pushed back for about a 3-yard loss.
This brings up 4th down for the Eagles.
4th down, and again,
Fourth
the
down
punter,
about 19.
The punter, Thomas, is going to be in his own end zone again, punting away this ball. Luke Bergeson will be on about the 35-yard line of the Eagles.
Oh, they get almost get it just about every time. And Luke calls for fair catch. He'll take it at the Eagle 37-yard line.
I was just about to correct you and say 42, but
Luke
I was thinking the other direction.
The
so
fair catch.
You got it right. You got it right. It's on the 37.
Yeah, it's as the quarter switches, it's going to flip on us, and we're going to be playing most of the time down on this other side, I'm going to guess.
Yeah. We're on about the 40-yard line on the side that the Knights have kept the ball on the whole time. Minute and 18 seconds left in this quarter, and then they'll switch to the other side. Well, our view won't be quite as good, but they'll be able to bring you the action. Derek Bergeson in shotgun, Avery Ellis to his right.
Looks to throw. Has a man down, far down the field. Wide open, Luke Bergeson snacks that ball, touchdown.
37-yard touchdown.
Derek Bergeson to Luke Bergeson for the touchdown.
That's actually Luke's first catch of the game. He's had a couple of returns from the special teams from the punts, but that's his first catch. And Derek had plenty of time and had plenty of options. He had a safety valve, Avery Ellis out here, who had some green space, but was able to get it up over the top of the safety to Luke, and another easy touchdown for the Knights.
Extra point up and through again. He's been consistent today. Pushes the score to 28-0. Knights lead. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Mud, no problem. Bugs, no problem. Nasty road salt, no problem. Splash and Dash can handle it all. Our amazing features include undercarriage wash, hot wax, clear coat protectant, and 24/7 service. Our floor heat and automatic doors keep us open even on the coldest and snowiest of days. And to top it all off, unlike the Knights, our vacuums suck. We know the road to the Dome is a dirty one. Let Splash and Dash be a part of your game plan. Follow us on Facebook at Splash and Dash Car and Truck Wash for special promotional offers. Locally owned and operated, we truly care about our customers.
Subway has so much new it didn't fit in their last ad, like this new and improved steak and cheese, loaded with our new tender steak that's marinated and thicker sliced on our new artisan Italian bread. Man, you covered up the foot long. The Eat Fresh, Refresh at Subway.
Luis Cruz to kick it off for the Knights.
That's what I was going to say. But not Luis Cruz. Is it Luis
It
Cruz?
is Luis. Number
Oh,
16's in
okay.
there right now. He's the
There you go.
JV kicker and actually JV quarterback. Number 2 bounces
and
off his face.
They're going to blow the whistle.
I think the
and
white
stop
hat knew it, and then he kind of had to recognize or let it process.
He actually had to
before
grab
he
his
realized
whistle
he
and
put
throw
his
it in
knee
his
down.
mouth. He didn't have the whistle in his mouth. So stop that play at the 8-yard line.
That was number 2, Hollinger, who kind of bobbled that kickoff, and as he went down to secure it, his knee grazed the ground while he had possession of the ball, which creates a dead ball situation, and they're going to have the ball back on their own 8-yard line. So the worst starting field position that they've had so far after kickoffs. Handoff to Ferguson out of the
Torres
backfield.
just clotheslined by.
It's actually Ferguson, the running back, who gets up off the bottom of the
No,
pile.
I think that was Denton. Jenks.
No, it was Avery.
Over the top.
That was Avery, was the one that was back there. Avery's playing that defensive end position right now.
He's in the spot typical for Eddie Jimenez to be in.
Right. It's going to be a 3-yard loss for Ferguson. Second down and 12 from their own 6-yard line. Torres with the man to his right. He's going to hand it off going that way.
I'm just laughing just because I'm kind of watching Avery play here, and these poor left tackle and guard are just trying desperately to slow him down. He literally just sidestepped, went around the outside, went inside, and just about got there at the same time that the quarterback handed the ball for another loss.
He is
he's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Quarter's going to end. We'll take a break too. Knights lead 28-0. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
All growers know that water is not only a key to life, but also a key to their success. The age-old question must always be answered: when to water and how much? Fortunately, the team at Principal Ag makes it easier to answer those questions correctly than ever before. Did you know that good soil water management also improves nutrient uptake and crop storability? Let them provide you with the data and tools that you need to make effective decisions in managing your resources and optimizing your production. They can help you monitor and measure your soil moisture, environmental variables, plant water use, and more with a suite of sensors and imaging tools that deliver actionable data wherever you are. The best part is that when you call, they answer. With unparalleled service, Gents, Mike, and the rest of the team are ready to meet with you in the office or in the field to provide training, insight, and experience. Your success is their mission. Visit them at principalag.com or give them a call at 509-731-4625.
So we'll switch ends to start the second quarter. Knights lead 28-0. And I might just watch the camera monitor here.
Eagles have the ball 3rd and 15 from their own 4-yard line. They haven't been able to get anything going in the passing attack. The running attack either, for that matter, but they technically haven't attempted a pass yet. Quarterback has dropped back a few times, but not been able to get anything going. Torres with Ferguson to his right. Two receivers on either side of the formation here.
3rd and about 14. Motion will give to that man, nowhere to go, but he stays out of the end zone to prevent the safety.
There is a penalty marker on the right-hand side. It's going to be a legal shift on the Eagles. If the Knights can decline that, if it's a declinable penalty, they will.
With the tackle for the Knights.
Yeah, it's going to be declined by the Knights.
The monitor is getting in the way of our camera here, so if you're wondering what's going on.
Oh, is it tied too tight? Is that the problem? Yeah, if I tied it looser, it'd hang down a little bit more and you'd be fine. We'll do that when we can at halftime. Instead, if you're at home watching this, just tilt your head a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Knights have gotten close. And it's going to go directly out of bounds. And they're going to say that
it's going to go out of bounds on
roughed
about
the kicker.
6 or 7 yard line.
I didn't keep my eyes.
Did they rough or run into?
I don't know.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker against the Knights.
It's not going to be enough for a first down, though. They'll have to kick it again or go for it. It might be. We'll see. We'll see how close. Is it
automatic?
Is it automatic for a personal foul? It might be. You could be correct.
Penalty on the play, running into the punter.
Yeah, it'll give them a first down as the line judge on the other side is moving the sticks. So Knights get a little too much of Thomas the punter. Thomas had a whole lot of action so far here in this first half, but Eagles will preserve the ball here, and it'll be moved out to their own 17-yard line.
Brown in at running back for the Eagles. They'll
hand off
fake to him. Throws that pass complete. Driven out of bounds by number 15, Elijah Jenks.
Pass complete to number 2.
Good gain on the play for the Eagles. 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6.
You said good gain. It's all relative.
Good gain?
Yeah, you said good gain on the play.
Well, it's got to be their most positive one-play gain of the game so far.
2nd down for the Eagles.
Is my guess. Tight formation for the Eagles.
Hand off to the left-hand side of the formation. It's actually the nose guard for the Knights, Denton Jinks, that gets back there in a hurry.
On the tackle.
Tackle for a loss. Couldn't tell if that was 23 Ferguson on the carry. It's going to be a 1-yard loss.
Be interesting to know how many tackles for loss so far, because there's been a lot of them.
There has. I can only keep so many stats at once. Tackles for loss is a.
It's not one that
is
shows
a tough
up
one.
in this. You'd have to go through and just add it. You might mathematically be able to figure it out, but a lot of them for the Knights.
A lot of them.
Shotgun formation.
3rd down and 7.
And
Bad
they try to
snap.
hike it to the up back. Jalen Brown is in there playing running back, who started the game at quarterback. Isn't it 27?
No, it's 23 Ferguson.
23 Ferguson.
And that's going to be a 5-yard loss as he has to fall on that loose
maintain
ball.
Possession brings up 4th down.
Luke's just looking for a fieldable punt,
Yeah,
so
he
he
wants
can.
something catchable on about the 44-yard line of the Eagles. Thomas for the Eagles at least has his feet in the field of play. Looping snap. He's back in there after the roughing.
Oh, Knights need to stay away from that.
Gunnar Anderson going down to block for the Knights, and the ball nearly hits him in the back.
35-yard line of the Eagles.
35-yard line.
Knights, another short field. Leading 20-0, 9:10 left to go in the first half.
So Cedar Park struggling to get anything going offensively. The Knights offensively have been able to score at will. Again, the ball on the 35-yard line of the Eagles.
3 receivers set wide to the right for the Knights. Bergeson's going to carry it himself up the middle, dodging left and right. Still on his feet, not going to get caught. 10-5 touchdown, Derek Bergeson.
Keeps it. Eric Bergeson.
35 yards out and blocks enough blocks out in front of him that he's able to get through to that safety level. Makes a move on the safety, works his way to the left-hand corner of the end zone in from 35 yards out. 1 play, 1 touchdown for the Knights.
Real consistent with the extra points. That's good to see. 9:02 left to go in the first half. Knights leads 35-0. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
My My name is Chris Culbertson. I own Colby's Greenhouse. We grow 3 to 4 million plants a year. We put 1 million miles a year on our rigs. We service a dozen farm vehicles. I've been a good Napa customer. This is the first business truck that I ever bought, so it's had a lot of Napa parts. One thing I like about my local Napa store, I just call them up and say, hey, they know who I am. I would recommend that anyone shop at Napa. Great prices, great availability, excellent warranty. Napa's the one for us.
Napa, get the good stuff.
Your day means getting from point A to point B, as in bank or ballet. G for gym, W for work. When what you drive needs tires or service, get to Point S, Tire and Auto, a trusted neighbor with the right tires for how and where you drive, and certified techs to take care of what you drive. So you get to all the points in your day and home again safely. Get to the point. Point S Tire and Auto Service. Expert service guaranteed.
16 Luis Cruz set to kick again. Ryan, here over on the coast, I would have never guessed we were going to have trouble with internet signal. We're bouncing between 1 and 2 bars and dropping way more frames than I ever dreamed we would over here. So sorry about that, guys. Nothing
Is that Ray Silers that just did that?
Ray Silers, number 50,
Oh,
yes.
55, too. Mike Gonzalez in on that.
And Hunter LaFrance as well, down there in a hurry to keep the Eagles inside their own 20-yard line again.
Controls the ball for the Eagles. Eagles take over at their own 17.
Rain hasn't completely subsided, but it's definitely not coming down in the quantities that it was at kickoff.
We could manage this. At the beginning, it was
Yes.
bleeding through at every pore.
Your shade canopy is functioning much better.
Yep.
Quarterback under center, that's Torres with the handoff to Ferguson, and Ferguson just gets blasted.
Ferguson on the carry for the Eagles.
Avery Ellis, one of the first Knights back there, as well as Eddie Jimenez. It's going to be a 4-yard loss. Second down and 14 for the Eagles on their own 13-yard line. Ball on the left hash, so they got the wide side of the field to the right. They're going to send some receivers out to the right, particularly number 2, Hollinger, way out here in man coverage.
That tight pro and
Ferguson is going to get
and
hit.
the
Ball's going to come loose into the end zone. Let's see who falls on it. It's going to be outside the end zone, but it's going to be, I think it's Gunnar Anderson who originally made the hit, knocks the ball loose. A couple Knights come in and try to secure it and bounce the ball around right back into a Gunnar Anderson for the recovery on about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Gunnar Anderson on the tackle and the forced fumble.
It'll be another loss of about 5 yards for Ferguson. You see primarily a JV offensive line in the game. Handoff to Avery Ellis.
Some Olaying going on
from 2
there.
yards out, and he's going to get into the end zone for his second rushing touchdown of the game.
There comes a point where the pain's just not worth it.
It's called a business decision.
A business decision. I laughed at that last week when I was driving along and I heard such and such number made a business decision, and Avery Ellis gets into the end zone.
That's exactly what it is. Again, it's Luis Cruz doing the extra point kicking for the Knights. High snap, brought down well. Kick is up and through.
8:04 left to go in the first half.
Luis
Knights
Cruz,
lead 42-0. You're
point.
watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Just like Royal Football beats up on opponents, Fielding Law Group beats up on insurance companies. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give Fielding Law Group a call and join a winning team. You've got a friend in Fielding. Go Knights.
Teach TP Septic has been servicing the Columbia Basin's residential and commercial needs for over 30 years. We're here to pump you out. Or service septic tanks, unclog pipes, or drop off a portable toilet. We do it all. Call TP Septic today at 488-2844 or find us online at tpseptic.com. Be sure to also find us on Instagram and Facebook. TP Septic.
Ryan, if you need to get pumped out, you got to go to TP Septic.
That's where you go. Pump you out.
Do you think he had the gray sweatshirt with the socks and the arms for muscles when he recorded
Figuratively, for sure. Knights getting some JV players in the game.
Crew's going to kick it all the way down to the goal line. It's going to go into the goal line, through the goal line. It's going to be a touchback. Going to move the ball out to the 20-yard line. Technically, this will be the best starting position after a kickoff for the Eagles. And to this point in the half, they have negative offense.
Seth Jorgensen in on defense.
Yeah, we're seeing JV.
As well as Justin Smith. In the middle, we got number 87. That is, dang it. Who's
87 is the other. Hold on, let me see.
First down, Eagles.
Clinton Garnick.
Yeah, Garnick.
The senior.
Garnick. His first year playing.
Yeah. Torres goes to throw the pass.
Ball's up, batted up, but comes down. Caleb Hernandez there.
Intended for number 2, Hollinger. But Caleb read that well. Caleb, a junior, does a great job. I'm going to try to get some guys' names as they're coming into the game. Middle linebacker, Oscar Cervantes.
Dealing all right in.
Replaces Derek Bergeson. Also in the game,
Delfo.
number 15, Elijah Jinks at safety. Yeah, and then Delfo, 35, outside linebacker. Torres looks to throw. Pressure coming. He's got number 21, Justin Smith, in his face. And he just has to bail out and get rid of it.
Yeah, his twin brother right there close. If he'd have floated it just a little bit more, they might have seen an interception, as Lane was right there.
Justin Smith.
I didn't see Justin and Lane both in there together. That's fun to watch. Torres gets the Eagles into the huddle. 3rd down and 10 here from their own 20-yard line. So 2 passing plays, both incomplete. Both times good pressure by the Knights in the backfield, making Torres get rid of the ball sooner than he wanted to. Ferguson in the backfield behind Torres. Torres under center.
Try to fake it there. He comes this way. Ferguson turns him back in. He gets cut down.
Yeah, it looked almost like a dive to
even Garnick like got in there.
Kind of a slide for a 3-yard gain for Torres. Which makes Torres the leading rusher for the Eagles on that play. 4th down and about 7.
They'll line
up. It's going to be Thomas back to punt again. The Knights don't have anybody back deep. Now Luke is going to slide back there, realizing that they're in punt formation. Pressure comes, but he gets the punt off.
Luke's going to field it right at his own 46-yard line. Get around that far side. Needs one block.
Good block by Justin Smith to the outside.
And that's how you do it.
Luke's going to have an easy lane to the end zone.
Luke
Is there a penalty?
On the punt return for the touchdown.
I hear a whistle.
They whistled like there might be a penalty, but I don't see a flag down. Where would it be? Oh, is it just for an injured player? Okay, so about a
return will. Well, I don't know. Yeah,
no.
No, it's coming back because everyone's coming back.
Oh, there's a flag right on the 50.
There it is, right over on the far side.
Yeah, we'll have to
number.
watch that on film. I saw a few blocks over there. To me, that looked pretty clean. What we're seeing is the Eagles, after a block is initiated on them, they're turning their backs, and you can maintain the block And if official out of the corner of his eyes thinks he sees a block in the back, he needs to be sure he saw a block in the back and not just a continuation. But it's not going to be a touchdown for the Knights, as the Knights will have the ball on their own 50-yard line. Oh. It's my camera lady that keeps
all the way
it.
from Holland. We're being told that we can't see
my
the
camera lady that keeps bumping my other.
all the way from Holland. We're being texted that.
Goodness gracious, harassing us from Europe.
I told him I was going to learn a little Dutch and spring it on him, but I typed in a few phrases and said, no, that's not going to happen.
It didn't seem right.
Well, it just is. It's a whole lot of.
Okay, penalty on the Knights on the punt return takes away Luke's touchdown return.
First and 10 on their own 40-yard line. Shotgun snap. He'll let it fly over the top.
Gunnar Anderson's
and he
just has one man to outrun. He's going to stay on his feet and get the job done. 60-yard touchdown. That's Gunnar Anderson's second catch. The first one was a 14-yard touchdown. This one goes for 60. Let's see. Derek has completed 3 passes.
Yeah.
Guess how many touchdowns he's thrown? 3.
Yep. Well, no, he has at least one incomplete pass.
Yeah, no, he's completed 3 out of 4.
Oh,
but all 3 completions have gone for
you said he's completed 3 passes, yeah.
Yeah, Jackson slipped up over there. Dylan Allred goes over to help him.
It's a slick field.
Well, he doesn't want to wait for the ball boy, and the ball boy was distracted, I think. So.
Just doing his job.
Yeah, dedicated.
Cruz extra point, punched up and good.
Been very consistent.
6:44 still left to go in the first half. Knights lead 49-0. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
At Simplot Grower Solutions, we believe our responsibility to the planet begins right here in our community, where we live, work, and play. Unity and pride drive a winning team of farmers, partners, and Simplot employees who work hard to feed our local communities and the world beyond. It's an honor to support the community that has supported our business year after year and generation to generation. Thanks for your partnership. Check out our website at simplot.com. Royal Dairy, dedicated to making the world's best ingredient, milk, for one of the world's greatest companies, Dairy Gold. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Royal Dairy, or check out our website at theroyaldairy.com.
The guy who might be the most sore after this game for the Knights is Luis Cruz. His leg's been swinging nonstop since the game started.
So has Angel Vega never kicked? He kicked at the beginning, right?
I don't think he did, actually.
I
they both have a
missed
6. He's 16. Angel's 46.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe Angel didn't make the trip. I'm not
but
sure.
he's also been real consistent. So I'm sure there'll always be a battle over who's going to.
Yeah. Kick is up to about the 8-yard line.
Straight up the middle.
Takes it.
Tries to break to the outside. Met by.
Two gets up off the bottom of that pile.
With the return for the Eagles.
87 Garnick. Ethan Ballweather.
Jared Lee with the tackle.
Oh, there's a second number 25 on here. And so that actually should be 21. Ethan Ballweber is number 21 for the Eagles. We got that sorted out. Let the PA announcer help me out. 6 minutes, 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Knights have jumped out to a commanding 49-0 lead. Torres in the backfield with Ferguson to his right. Going to hand off to Ferguson.
Wow.
He's going to get tackled in the backfield.
First guy back
there. First guy back there is actually Garnick.
Justin Smith
gets a hand on his ankle, and then Justin Smith comes across and finishes him up. But they were both back there in a hurry. It's going to be another 1 yard loss for Ferguson.
Second down and 11 for the Eagles.
Torres in shotgun. Hand off to Ferguson.
Ferguson again on the carry for the Eagles.
That's
who's getting up there?
Seth Jorgensen stopped him cold.
Seth Jorgensen and Lane Smith, number 23, both back there. Another 2-yard loss. I think if I'm Ferguson, I'm saying, hey, I've carried the ball 15 times.
Yeah.
Anybody else want?
Anybody
else want? It feels like it's like a game of Red Rovers, and someone right over. They're getting across that line of scrimmage in a hurry are the Knights. Third down and long. Torres in a passing situation. He's going to have number 2 in motion. They're going to hand off to him going this way, and
almost gets caught from behind.
Yeah.
Lane
Smith and let's see, Lane Smith and Gage Jinks on the front end. Dylan Allred chasing him down from the backside. It's going to be no gain for Hollinger. Going to bring up 4th down and 12. Gage Jinks now is going to get a turn back to return a punt. Everybody's got their hoods down and their hats off, so it looks like the rain has subsided for now.
Boy, that's the highest
looping snap, right? Punt is off. Gage is coming up to decide what to do. He called a fair catch. He's going to fair catch it in plus territory. They're going to spot it on the 48-yard line of the Eagles. That's where the Knights will take over for this drive. Been a lot of one play drives here for the Knights on offense.
Looks like
last one was a 60-yard touchdown throw to Gunnar Anderson up the left side.
We'll see Dylan Allred in at quarterback.
Yes, we will. We're also going to see number 31, Caleb Hernandez, at running back, which he's good. He's fun to watch. Hard to get a ton of playing time when you're the backup to Avery, but he deserves some time here.
And here it is.
Get the ball. Eludes the first tackle in the backfield.
Boy, if he didn't have to run into that linebacker bunch, he might have been gone. But it's good enough for a 9-yard gain, 2nd down and short. I will say last night, I almost got a straight promise from Dylan that when we cut it, we can cut his hair and we can put it into a sweet mullet before it's
for Halloween or what?
For whatever. I just said, listen, that hair is so beautiful. When you cut it, I want to see it in a mullet before it all goes. Tight cluster on the right side. Give to Hernandez right up the middle. And one of the defensive linemen makes a pretty good play. It's good for 1st down.
Yeah, it's going to be number 52, Ryan Weekly, with the tackle. Still going to be a pickup of about 3 yards.
Brought down by Sam Bradshaw.
Now we're also working with the full JV offensive line in here for the Knights.
Yep.
Including guys like number 77, Nick Santillon.
Oh, off the hands, but caught
ricochet.
By Lane. Lane Smith, the benefactor of the ricochet.
I think that was intended for Gage.
It's planned that way, Mike.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's called the quick hitching ladder.
To Lane Smith.
I meant no disrespect. Where was that ball at? That was about a 12-yard gain, I think. Somebody can go back and watch that and let me know, but that's my best guess.
Ball on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
Dylan going to keep the ball out the right-hand side. He's got lead blocker out front.
Oh, steps out of bounds.
Marker. We're going to see what that is.
Flag flies from the...
Good lead block from number 60, Brian Cedillo, the junior. See what the call is.
I wonder what that is.
It's fairly late in the play.
You said that was a good lead block, right?
Yeah, Brian Cedillo pulling from left tackle across the front, getting outside.
Face mask on us.
Against the Knights?
Well, he threw it from his
Face
vantage
mask
point's way better than
on
mine.
the
So.
offense. He's going to bring the ball back.
It'll be about first down and about 18 for the Knights, as that penalty is a 15-yard penalty, but happened 7 yards downfield. Still be first down. Tight cluster of receivers to the left. Allred's going to be under center.
Quick pitch out to Hernandez.
Struggles to get the snap
and
clean.
The Eagles are going to jump on that. They have the ball.
Yeah, the Eagles do a nice job there jumping on the loose ball. What happened there is Dylan Allred had a hard time with getting the snap. I'm not sure what happened on that exchange between him and the center. And then by the time he went to pitch the ball, Caleb was out in front, and he kind of pitched it behind him. Caleb couldn't reach back and possess the ball. And the Eagles jump on it, and they're going to have their best field position by far out at the 42-yard line of their own 42-yard line. About 2.5 minutes left here to work with until the halftime break. Try to move the ball downfield and gain some momentum. Torres wants to throw off his glove here as he gets under center with Ferguson behind him.
I'll bet he
fakes
threw
the
off his left
handoff,
glove.
rolling to the left. Looking
Floats
for somebody to
over the
throw
top,
to.
and
Instead,
we'll see
it's
if
going
he
to be
comes
picked
down in
off.
bounds.
They're going to say no, he was out of bounds. Was that Gunner? Yeah, Gunner Anderson, who's had a great day on the offensive side with 2 touchdown catches. He catches the ball, but his feet come down out of bounds, and it's going to be an incomplete pass by Torres. And the Eagles will live to fight another day here, second down and 10.
And for his efforts,
Eagles
he gets replaced by
possession.
Hunter LaChance.
Second down.
I think.
Yeah, you're right. Kai Jenks at corner on the far side, on the Knights sideline. I mean, not Kai, Kale.
Kale.
The younger brother of Kai.
Delfo got a hand on him, forced him inside, where number 68 for the Knights.
Hard yardage.
Ferguson picks up some yards before he's brought down by, what number did you say?
It said 68, but
yeah, but that's not Benji
That's
Guadarrama.
not Benji. But it says 68, but I could be wrong. It's certainly not 66.
4-yard gain for Ferguson. Still in negative yardage.
There's 2 68s because I see Benji on the sideline.
Well, I don't have 2 68s on my roster here, so I'm sorry about that, big guy.
Shotgun snap. Long count. Will give to the running back, Ferguson. He's met by Delfo.
Delfo, and who else is that coming
Chance
up? Garnick.
and Garnick.
Ferguson picks up a few yards.
He's going to
for
pick
the
up another
Eagles.
4 yards.
Third and short.
Justin Smith on the
Actually,
tackle.
4th and short.
Brings up fourth down.
Oh, Sam Cortez. Sam Cortez is the other number
Timeout,
68.
Cedar Park.
Cedar Park's going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout, too. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Calling all Knights fans, Royal City's newest restaurant, Guard Public House, invites you to come on in for great locally sourced, scratch-made food with everything from burgers to pizzas, salads, steaks, and more. Open daily at 11 a.m. for lunch and serving dinner Wednesday through Sunday evenings. Located 1 block south of Harvest Foods. Happy eating!
If you want to be a winner, then get a turkey footlong from Subway. That's oven-roasted turkey, piled high with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. So let's get out there and get those footlongs.
At Napa Auto Parts, we know that trucks are as varied as their owners. From small imports and full-size pickups to vans large and small, even bigger rigs. If you own a truck, Napa has more of what you need than anybody. So no matter what truck you drive, we've got the part or accessory for you. Well, almost every truck. At Napa Auto Parts, you'll find the largest selection of different parts and accessories available anywhere, and the most knowledgeable people in the business. Great products, great prices, and great people. That's Napa.
Still going to be 4th down and about 2 for the Eagles. Ball spotted near midfield. See if they can pick up these 2 yards and keep this drive moving forward. 1 minute and 23 seconds left until the halftime break.
Shotgun, give
Hand
to
off to
Ferguson. He will just get the first down across
First down,
midfield
the
into
Eagles.
Knight territory.
Isaac Ferguson.
For
He
the
needed
first time.
2. He's going to get 4. He's had 3 positive runs in a row after every run previous to that being loss. And the Eagles have the ball on the Knight side of the field.
Down under a minute to play in the first half. Torres will keep it, flicks it out, complete in the flat.
Ball comes loose, but they're going to rule that
Pass complete to Isaiah Hollinger.
Brought down by Elijah Jenks.
going to be a gain or no?
Jet Torres with the
Well,
completion.
yeah, it's about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
2 yard gain.
And
The Eagles are
another
going to call
timeout.
another timeout. We'll take
Timeout,
another one
Cedar
too.
Park.
Just like Royal Football beats up on opponents, Fielding Law Group beats up on insurance companies. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give Fielding Law Group a call and join a winning team. You've got a friend in Fielding. Go Knights. Royal Dairy, dedicated to making the world's best ingredient, milk, for one of the world's greatest companies, Dairy Gold. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Royal Dairy, or check out our website at theroyaldairy.com.
It's your family road trip, your limousine, your business. It's what you drive. Take care of it at Point S Tire and Auto Service. For tires and expert service you can trust. Get to the point. Point S, expert service guaranteed.
2nd and 8 for the Eagles on the Knights'
Second down and
44-yard
8 for the
line.
Eagles.
47 seconds left to go in the first half. High snap over the head of Torres.
He's got to get to
will
it before
jump on
Smiths
it.
do. And he
Lane.
does, but it's going to be a big loss.
Lane Smith there to tag him down.
Jet Torres maintains possession. Timeout, Cedar Park.
17-yard loss for Torres.
Yeah, not the result coach wanted after a timeout. They still got the play in their pocket.
Yeah, we'll stay here with you. We won't go to a break. But 3rd and 24 coming up here for the Eagles. And to be honest with you, they're calling a timeout, but if I were in that position, I'd either hand the ball off or take a knee and get into the locker room at this point, regroup a little bit. I would not risk throwing the ball downfield against this Knight defense.
Third down for the Eagles.
I predict pass.
Whoever Gage Jinx has a chance, but after that, the Knights won't run an offensive play.
Will not.
That's my guess. Eagles signaling on another player here as
Caleb
Thomas
in the
back to
backfield
punt
to
again.
punt for the Eagles.
It's going to be Gage Jinx on about the 25-yard line on that looping snap. He's going to try to get to this. He's going to let it go. It goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds and hits my son Carter in the back over there. I think he was trying to get hit by the ball. He saw it coming and was trying to get underneath it. So they're going to mark that ball on about the 40-yard line of the Knights. 27 seconds left in the half, and I would imagine the Knights will either run the ball at the middle or potentially take a knee and get to the halftime break. Dylan Allred scrambles out to his right. He's going to be brought down for a loss. Going to be a 4-yard loss, technically. Still 14 seconds left on the clock.
Right now, the tackle, a gang of Eagles.
With the injury, the clock stops with 14 seconds. And there they'll wind it. Knights will just wait this one out. And that's how we'll go into this halftime, with the Knights leading by a score of 49-0. We're
going to go to a halftime break. We're going to play some ads for you. This is the Washington Fruit and Produce halftime. So we'll come out. We'll talk a little bit about our sponsors, talk a little bit about this game, give you some game stats and what to look forward to in the second half. You are watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Mud, no problem. Bugs, no problem. Nasty road salt, no problem. Splash and Dash can handle it all. Our amazing features include undercarriage wash, hot wax, clear coat protectant, and 24/7 service. Our floor heat and automatic doors keep us open even on the coldest and snowiest of days. And to top it all off, unlike the Knights, our vacuums suck. We know the road to the Dome is a dirty one. Let Splash and Dash be a part of your game plan. Follow us on Facebook at Splash and Dash Car and Truck Wash for special promotional offers. Locally owned and operated, we truly care about our customers.
Get the good stuff.
At Napa Auto Parts, we know you have a choice of where to go when it comes to get parts and accessories for your vehicle. We appreciate every time you choose Napa. More and more folks just like you are choosing Napa every day. And we like to think there are a couple of pretty good reasons for that, like Napa's quality parts, our national warranty program good at over 6,000 Napa stores, as well as thousands of Napa Auto Care centers. At Napa, you'll find quality, experienced people to help you find everything from which wiper blade or set of brakes is best for your vehicle to the best running board or shocks for your truck, SUV, or car. And when it comes to selection, we've got more different parts and accessories available than any other parts store, period. Go to Napa for quality parts, quality people, huge selection, and the best warranty in the business. Napa.
Napa. Get the good stuff.
You want to win out there today? Then get a tuna footlong from Subway. It's 100% wild caught on freshly baked bread. Let's show them what you're made of. You're made of tuna. Go get those footlongs.
Now at Subway by
Just like Royal Football beats up on opponents, Fielding Law Group beats up on insurance companies. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give Fielding Law Group a call and join a winning team. You've got a friend in Fielding. Go Knights.
From the most trusted name in the Columbia Basin comes Callahan Gravel. You'll love Callahan's rock-solid product. Multiple applications include driveways, roads, stackyards, and landscaping. A pothole's worst nightmare. Call Callahan Gravel at 346-2208 to get rocked.
It's your family road trip, your limousine, your business. It's what you drive. Take care of it at Point S Tire and Auto Service for tires and expert service you can trust. Get to the point. Point S, expert service guaranteed.
At Simplot Grower Solutions, we believe our responsibility to the planet begins right here in our community, where we live, work, and play. Unity and pride drive a winning team of farmers, partners, and Simplot employees who work hard to feed our local communities and the world beyond. It's an honor to support the community that has supported our business year after year and generation to generation. Thanks for your partnership. Check out our website at simplot.com. Royal Dairy, dedicated to making the world's best ingredient, milk, for one of the world's greatest companies, Dairygold. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Royal Dairy, or check out our website at theroyaldairy.com.
TP Septic has been servicing the Columbia Basin's residential and commercial needs for over 30 years. We're here to pump you out, or service septic tanks, unclog pipes, or drop off a portable toilet. We do it all. Call TP Septic today at 488-2844 or find us online at tpseptic.com. Be sure to also find us on Instagram and Facebook. TP Septic.
We're number one in the number two business.
Hey guys, Micah Chen here from Cascadia Preps. Looking for the best coverage of high school football? Cascadia Preps is your number one stop for all things high school football, team rankings, game analysis, and weekly podcasts from around the state. Visit us today at cascadiapreps.com.
Calling all Knights fans, Royal City's newest restaurant, Guard Public House, invites you to come on in for great locally sourced, scratch-made food with everything from burgers to pizzas, salads, steaks, and more. Open daily at 11 a.m. for lunch and serving dinner Wednesday through Sunday evenings. Located 1 block south of Harvest Foods. Happy eating!
We've got some stats from the first half.
We do. Welcome back. This is the Washington Fruit and Produce halftime show with stats updates and recaps of what all you may have missed in the first half. The Knights have a 49-0 lead here at the end of the half. And they have done that largely by limiting Cedar Park Christian to negative total offense, Ryan.
Yeah.
We talk about 40? That. That's kind of the that's kind of a unicorn a little bit, you know. A couple guys will be excited to see if the Knights can hold on to that. That normally listen to our broadcast and are always kind of on the edge of their seat to see if that's something that the Knights can accomplish. The Eagles have completed 2 out of 6 attempts for 10 yards. Both of those completions were number 2, Hollinger from Torres. He had a 4-yard completion and then a 2-yard completion on that last drive of the half. Running the ball has been less fortunate for the Eagles. A total of 26 carries for a total of negative 54 yards rushing. That's a negative 2 yards per carry average. So the Eagles are going to have to shore up a little bit there and figure out what they can do to at least get a little bit of positive yardage. So overall, negative 44 total yards of offense for the Eagles here in the first half as the rain starts up just a little bit. Nowhere near the volume it was at kickoff time. The Knights are out on the field warming up. We haven't seen the Eagles just yet. The Knights received the first half, so we'll see the Eagles get the ball to start the second half.
How did the Knights fare?
The Knights fared a bit better. Opening kickoff was a 90-yard kickoff return by Eric Myrick that really set the tone. Nicely done by him. And offensively, actually, he hasn't touched the ball since then. But maybe he put in his work on the first play and relegated mostly to defense at this point. But good job by him. On the ground, 89 yards rushing on 9 carries. So awful close to a 10-yard per carry average. 4 of those carries for 38 yards. Avery Ellis, 2 of those 4 carries were for touchdowns. 1 carry for 35 yards and a touchdown by quarterback Derek Bergeson on a keeper. Number 31, Caleb Hernandez on that last drive for the Knights, 2 carries for 11 yards. And Dylan Allred, 2 carries for 5 yards. Through the air, the Knights as a team have completed 4 out of 5. Derek Bergeson completed 3 out of 4, and then Dylan Allred came in and completed his only pass. So 3 touchdown passes through the air, as well as 3 rushing touchdowns. Number 81 has gotten the lion's share of the work. He's got the lion's share with 2 catches. 2 catches, 74 yards, both of those catches for touchdowns. Luke Bergeson's only catch was also a touchdown from 37 yards out. And then number 23 was the one, number 23, Lane Smith, was the one that caught the pass from Dylan Allred. In fact, it was a deflected pass by another Knights receiver that went right into Lane's hands, and he's got a 12-yard catch. So now 4 for 5 for 123 yards through the air, 89 yards on the ground, so just a little over 212 yards of total offense in the first half for the Knights. And the reason that number isn't bigger than it is because they had such a short
30-yard
field. Such
field.
a short field throughout the entire first half. What were you going to say, Ryan?
I just said, did Luke have 2 punt returns back on penalties, or am I wrong about that?
He had 1 at least called back on penalty.
One right here.
And another
what about the one that was going this way to the left?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you're right. He had 2 called back because the other one was a block that was like on the 1-yard line or something like that, right? The one I didn't see, but you did. So yeah, Luke Bergeson has had 2 punt returns that he took to the end zone, called back for penalties. And so maybe a handful of penalties really is the only thing that the Knights need to clean up a little
Blair
bit.
Collins is paying off the refs. I don't know if Blair listens in, but
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what his record is. I want to say it's more than 6, isn't it?
Hey, good old Blair helped me to my first Grid Kids League championship. So I'd love to see him here if he's listening in. That'd be great. So not much time left on the clock here, but the officials letting the Eagles warm up. The Knights are ready to go, so we'll see how long it takes before we get back in action here. Special thanks to all of our sponsors that help us bring you this action. I've been told that the stream has been a little bit better. Our cell reception seems to be a little bit stronger. I maybe shouldn't have said those words out loud, but I did. So hopefully this second half will be a little more clear and less jumpy. At the very least, you'll be able to hear the soothing sounds of Ryan's voice.
Really soothing.
And put up with mine. Again,
it will be a running clock, so stay close because the time will go by fairly quickly.
Will be a running clock, and the Knights received the opening kickoff, so it'll be Cedar Park Christian Eagles to receive the second one, or in the second half, rather.
I'm not supposed to eat popcorn while we're broadcasting, am I?
Well, I'll give you a special permit for this week only. How about that?
This is most definitely the JV kickoff squad right off the bat.
Yeah,
I also saw Lance last night. Lance Allred, and asked him if he was traveling. He said that I think he said he was.
I think only 3 or 4 freshmen that
and I
have traveled.
told him, I said, if things go well, you should get to play. So we might get to see some freshmen on the field.
I do think we're going to see Luis Cruz, the sophomore quarterback, for sure get some action here in the second half. He's what I guess you would call the third quarterback. He's been doing a lot of kicking off, so we'll see how exhausted he is if he gets to be under center as quarterback.
The second half is underway.
A little bit shorter kick right at the 10-yard line, picked up by number 21.
Steps inside, makes one guy miss, does a good job, has room to run outside, and Cruz, is that Cruz or no? That's number 9 for the Knights.
No, number 9 is Case Christensen.
And saves the big return, but it gets it out to the, looks like maybe the 41-yard line.
That was Ballweber, 21. Definitely his best return. And we'll see how they fare against this JV defense for the Knights. 42, Bennett Brown in at defensive end. Number 71 at the other defensive end, that's Juan Morales. Now, those guys are good. They're developing, but they're good, so it'll be fun to see how they do here. Give to Ferguson, off right tackle.
Little more room to run. Gets forward out to the 45-yard line.
It's Morales that brings him down.
4-yard gain, second down at 6.
Juan Morales on the tackle for the Knights.
Nose guard is Clinton Garnick, number 87. Linebackers are Andon Delfo, Oscar Cervantes, Lane Smith, and number 55, Mike Gonzalez. Another handoff to Ferguson, this time around the left side. Doesn't fare as well. Garnick gets in there in a hurry and slows him up, and it looks like number 34, Cervantes, Oscar, gets in there for the stop. It's going to be no gain.
Caleb Hernandez obviously worn that 34 number too long because I keep thinking that's Caleb, but it's not.
Yeah, he made
Oscar
a number
Cervantes.
switch this season and threw me off too. He's wearing number 31 now. Defensive backs, Hunter LaFrance and De La Rosa, Edgar De La Rosa at safety. Corners, Gage Jinks and Cale Jinks, cousins.
Torres wanted to pass, but he's brought down by Lane Smith and
Juan Morales. Number 71 into the backfield as well. For Torres, it's going to be a
big loss.
6-yard loss.
Fourth down and long 10 for the Eagles.
Punt team comes in for the Eagles. 15 Thomas again. Gage Jinks back to return for the Knights. So this backup defense for the Knights does a good job holding the Eagles to 3 and out.
Oh, well, and they ran into him, and that's going to be a flag.
I'll see if it's a running into. Gage gets the catch, gets around the right-hand side, gets driven out of bounds after about a 15-yard gain. But It will be definitely a penalty flag.
Yeah, they kind of tumbled over each other. They'll probably call roughing.
It's running
the kicker.
into. It's not roughing. It's just running into. So
It
it's
is.
a 5-yard penalty. Goes from 4th and 11 to 4th and 6. It'll still be a punting situation for the Eagles, as that wasn't nearly as egregious as you would normally see for roughing the kicker. Normally, roughing the kicker is when you slam into his plant leg.
Yeah.
If you hit his kicking leg or kind of chest into him after he comes down, that's usually going to be running into the kicker, and that's all we're going to get here. So it won't be enough for a first down. It'll put the Eagles still in punt situation. And we'll see.
Torres is out there like they might just go ahead and go for it since it's at midfield. But
no, that can't
nope,
be the
they're
case.
not going to do it.
That can't be the case. Thomas is going to jog back out onto the field.
Running clock stop on penalties?
It's still running.
It wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't?
The whole time.
Should have been. Unless they deemed it for an injury because Thomas went down after that. I don't know.
Maybe that's what it was.
4th down and 6.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Knights are going to set
really
up for the
high. They
return
didn't
this
put any
time
pressure.
instead. The kick's going to go straight out of bounds at the 35-yard line. What was that? Our time clock aficionado tells us that.
Well, I mean,
clock
running
only
clock
stops.
will
Running
stop.
clock only
Things
stops
will take
on
over.
after
Injury.
a touchdown before the kickoff, right? An
Injury.
injury, a timeout. Was there another situation?
We were
Injury,
trying to think there
timeout,
was-
after a touchdown. Penalties? Okay.
I guess it'd be at the discretion of the referee.
At this point, I bet you everybody is happy with the keep the clock running.
Under 8 minutes left to go. Allred fakes it, rolls out to his left, flicks it.
Got a
caught
man.
by Elijah Jenks for
It's gonna
about
be
a 16-yard gain.
16-yard gain. Nice pitch and catch.
Into Eagle territory. 1st and 10 for the Knights
Don't
on the
be
Eagle
fooled
49.
that Elijah is backup caliber when he isn't a starter, because he definitely belongs out there. Nice catch, turns up field on the sideline and gets 16 yards just across midfield. Dylan Allred rolls out, avoids a little bit of pressure, makes a nice throw, but he was so open. He just had to not gas it and overthrow him. Delfo in motion from left to right. They're going to throw it out to Delfo.
Good catch.
He catches it. Got a block out front from Gage Jinks. And he's going to get maybe a 7-yard gain. We'll see where they spot it. Dylan Allred. A couple nice tosses here. We're going to give him a
Sam Bradshaw
7-yard
on the
gain.
tackle.
2nd and 3. Oh, dribbles out. 31 for the Knights. Caleb Hernandez scoops up the fumbled, sort of dribbled back.
He's going to make it all the way
he
to the end
makes it all
zone
the
as
way in.
Torres isn't able to cut him
Touchdown.
off before he crosses the goal line.
Yeah,
From 42 yards out.
The ball came out from the center, just off his hands and dribbled back, and so Caleb picked it up and made the best of it. He's hard to catch.
Three carries,
Correction,
50,
no touchdown.
53 yards.
Knights ball on the 2-yard line.
No, it's a touchdown, and they're lining up for the extra point. The PA announcer didn't quite get that. It's going to be
Correction
Cruz again
touchdown.
setting up. So Caleb Hernandez with a nice rushing touchdown, long carry. His Uncle Junior will be proud.
I think he's listening if he's still listening.
Kick is up and good.
Running clock.
Louise Cruz with the point
5:25,
after.
26 left to go in the third quarter. Knights lead 56-0. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Calling all Knights fans, Royal City's newest restaurant, Guard Public House, invites you to come on in for great locally sourced, scratch-made food with everything from burgers to pizzas, salads, steaks, and more. Open daily at 11 a.m. for lunch and serving dinner Wednesday through Sunday evenings. located 1 block south of Harvest Foods. Happy eating!
TP Septic has been servicing the Columbia Basin's residential and commercial needs for over 30 years. We're here to pump you out, or service septic tanks, unclog pipes, or drop off a portable toilet. We do it all. Call TP Septic today at 488-2844 or find us online at tpseptic.com. Be sure to also find us on Instagram and Facebook. TP Septic.
We're number 1 in the number 2 business.
Yeah, number 1 and number 2 business, and they mean
Betcha.
business. TP Septic. Thanks for the sponsorship.
Nights to
Root
kick it
Salon, I get my hair cut there. They're one of our sponsors this year.
Yeah.
Root Salon out of Moses Lake. Look them up and stop in and get beautified. Ballweber on the carry. This time breaks out to the left-hand side again.
He's been able to make some of these JV kids miss. So he's got good hips, good deception, and gets the ball all the way out near the 30. They'll mark it right at the 30.
Case Christensen will get credit for being on that tackle again, as well as number 14, Peyton Livingston for the Knights. Not a lot of numbers on the sideline for Cedar Park, so I don't know how much we'll see backups necessarily. At this point, it's Ferguson in the backfield behind Torres. Torres under center.
Rolls out to
Torres
his
rolls
right, flicks the ball, and it's
caught.
He caught. Delfoe got a hand on it, but still caught. I want to say 35. Let's see, 35 is Delfoe. Sorry.
Isaiah Hollinger.
Hollinger again on the catch.
5-yard gain. He has all 3 completions. He's been on the receiving end of them for Torres. That's a 5-yard gain. He's got 3 catches for 11 yards. Splits that down and distance in half. 2nd down and 5 now. Torres this time going to be lined up in shotgun. Ferguson to his left. They're going to give the ball to Ferguson coming across to the right. Tries to get to the outside edge. He's hit hard and driven out of bounds, but going to pick up a couple of yards maybe.
He'll get close, but not enough for a first down.
Hard to see who made that stop. Couple Knights there, and we've got some big canopies in front of us. So
2-yard gain, 3rd down and 3.
Running clock. We're already under 3.5 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter. So that man that's caught all their passes, number 2, he's out wide left. Kind of an I formation pistol here. Handoff to Ferguson trying to get outside to the left.
Get some running
He's
room.
Chased down Hunter LaFrance.
Well, he will get the first down, but LaFrance brings him down out of bounds.
From the front side, Cale Jenks comes up and makes a nice hit as well. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain for Ferguson. If he's not careful, he's going to get out of negative yardage territory. He's got 23 carries for negative 1 yard right now. Ooh. Could go into the positive here. Still on their own side of the field, 42-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Torres with running backs on either side. He's going to give it to Ferguson going to the right.
Will he get a yard? It looks like he does.
He's going to get a couple yards. Some Knights there initially, but not able to bring him down at point of contact. Looks like number 55, Mike Gonzalez, one of the Knights in on that stop.
On the tackle.
3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Two receivers to the right, to the short side of the field. One receiver up top to the left, all by himself.
Torres takes the shotgun snap. Will give it to Ferguson. Almost tried to pull it back out.
He's going to get maybe half a yard. Let's give credit. That's number 60 on the tackle for the Knights. That's Brian Cedillo, a junior, into the game.
Ferguson again for the Eagles brings up 3rd down.
Brian Cedillo, tackle for the Knights.
Cedillo playing nose guard right now for the Knights. Nose guards don't necessarily make a lot of tackles, so that was well played by him to get in there and limit it to a 1-yard gain. Torres looks to throw. He's going to have to scramble around. Pressure coming. It's number 7, Edgar De La Rosa, who gets back there in a hurry, and that is a varsity level. That is a varsity level defender right there, playing a backup role on defensive side. It's going to be a 8-yard loss for Torres. And it's going to be 4th down and 11. Going to send the punter back out to the field for the Eagles. Not able to cross midfield on this drive. Knights are going to have Gage Jinks back to return this punt. Heels near the 30-yard line.
Knights not applying pressure on these punts anymore.
And they need to clear out before they're going to get hit in the back. Ball's going to be down on the short punt. A punt of about 17 yards. Ball is going to go to the Knights on their own 43-yard line as the clock is going to end out on the 3rd quarter here.
That's our 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
From the most trusted name in the Columbia Basin comes Callahan Gravel. You'll love Callahan's rock-solid product. Multiple applications include driveways, roads, stackyards, and landscaping. A pothole's worst nightmare. Call Callahan Gravel at 346-2208 to get rocked.
Hey guys, Micah Chen here from Cascadia Preps. Looking for the best coverage of high school football? Cascadia Preps is your #1 stop for all things high school football, team rankings, game analysis, and weekly podcasts from around the state. Visit us today at cascadiapreps.com.
If you want to be a winner, then get a turkey footlong from Subway. That's oven-roasted turkey, piled high with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. So let's get out there and get those footlongs.
You know, maybe it's not people doing basketball. We've had more than Camden. I don't even know if it's 8.
Knights will take over the ball on their own 43-yard line, it looks. Dylan Allred will be in at quarterback. Let's see who that is next to him.
Yeah, who's the
that's
center?
not Caleb.
Start of the
Center
fourth
might be
quarter.
Seth. No, that's 53. That's the other Garnet.
That's the other
freshman.
Garnet. Yeah, I've been wondering when we're going to see him.
Yeah.
Freshman.
Garnet. I just said Garnet. Asher Garnet.
Asher Garnet.
Hunter
Motion.
LaFrance in motion. He's going to get the
Give
ball.
it to him. Turns upfield.
Good
steps
block
inside.
out front.
If he can outrun him.
See if he can outrun Jet Torres. How can you outrun a guy named Jet?
Brings him down,
Jet
down
breaks
about
him
the
down.
15-yard line.
15-yard line. 35 and 7.
Touchdown saving tackle.
That's a 42-yard gain for LaFrance on the fly sweep.
Monster
Good
run
for
by
him.
Hunter
Good for him.
LaFrance.
That was a good read of the block. Stepped inside the
Yeah, and
lead
it's
blocker.
a good block by 33 Jared Lee out of the backfield. He's the running back getting out in front on that fly sweep. Does a nice job stonewalling the outside linebacker and getting LaFrance down the seam or down the sideline. We're going to have Lee in the backfield with Delfaux in front of him at fullback. Give to Delfaux on the cut play up the middle, fighting hard, gets through the first tackle.
Drove his legs.
He's going to pick up about
And
4 yards.
Up the middle.
As they mark it at the 12-yard line, a 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6.
Good leg drive and balance to pick up those yards after he got hit basically at the line of scrimmage, shook that tackle off and picked up a positive gain. All red in shotgun. Jared Lee to his right. Sophomore going to get the carry.
Oh, he
loses his footing, dives forward, so he at least picks up a yard.
Yeah, he stepped inside
Jared
a
Lee
would-be
with the carry.
tackler and kind of just got his legs tangled up. I don't think anyone got a hand on him, but
was it the turf monster?
It could have been the turf monster. I'm trying to see who 25 is. 25 is Trevor
Dorsey.
In at tight end.
Oh, yeah, right.
This time to give to 11 for the Knights.
11, that's Lance Allred.
Yeah.
Lance Allred on the nice gain. Ball was at the 11-yard line. He's going to get down inside the 5 to the 4, 7-yard gain for Lance. I'm running out of room for stats here.
Peyton Livingston in for the Knights. Caden Allred in for the Knights.
Throw out
to Caden. Steps inside, puts his shoulder down. Not going to quite get there. Just a little bit short for the touchdown.
3-yard gain.
Allred on the reception. Takes it down close to the goal line.
Second down and goal.
Jaden Brown on the stop.
See what the Knights decide to do here. Second and goal from the 1. I think this ball's going to the fullback. This ball's going to the fullback. Number 35, Andon Delpo. That's my prediction, Ryan.
It's a pretty easy one.
And he gets a touchdown from 1 yard out. 2 carries, 5 yards.
Knights.
And a touchdown for Andon Delpo. So the clock will stop here until the kickoff. That's one of the few times it stops for when the running clock is in effect. Kick is up.
Cruz pushes it
no
to the right
good.
this time. So the extra point fails. 8:35 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Correction.
Knights
no
lead.
good.
Knights lead 62-0. You're watching RoyalNatsFootball.com.
At Simplot Grower Solutions, we believe our responsibility to the planet begins right here in our community, where we live, work, and play. Unity and pride drive a winning team of farmers, partners, and Simplot employees who work hard to feed our local communities and the world beyond. It's an honor to support the community that has supported our business year after year and generation to generation. Thanks for your partnership. Check out our website at simplot.com.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where you going?
Knights to kickoff.
Cruz kicks off again. Does a good job.
Let's
Bounces
go
at the
Cat.
6-yard line and gets it into the end zone. So it's
Just-
going to be another touchback. And the Eagles will take over on their own 20-yard line. 8.5 minutes left in the game. Knights had a 49-0 lead at halftime and then have added a couple touchdowns here with the backups in. And we're going to see even more backups in on defense here. Number 11, Lance Allred, had a 7-yard carry on that last drive. He's going to come in and play some linebacker for the Knights, as well as number 33, Jared Lee. Also into the game for the Knights, number 74, Edgar Hernandez.
Spread the field wide. I think they're going to try to do some throwing.
Torres looks downfield, left-handed throw.
Little over the head.
Not a bad throw. Double coverage intended. Or is that
Incomplete pass
27?
For Jaden Brown.
Jaden Brown.
Jaden Brown, who was playing quarterback before, so
coverage
must be
by
feeling a little bit better.
Peyton Livingston on the coverage. Hunter LaChance coming over the top as a safety. 2nd down and 10.
Handoff to the left. This time Ferguson tries outside. He does. Can he turn the corner? Not quite able to get squared up. Gage Jinks the first night there. Slows him down a little bit. And then LaFrance eventually is the one that knocks him out of the bounds. About a 6-yard gain for Ferguson.
Cervantes almost got a paw on him right there in the backfield.
Cervantes is a junior. And it's good for him to get this game experience right now because I think next year he's going to be a prime player for the Knights. Be ready to go. 6-yard gain for Ferguson. He's in positive territory with 9 yards on 26 carries. Torres under center this time. It's going to be that reverse end around to number 2, and he gets hit in the backfield. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for maybe about a yard.
Cervantes turning back in, and Lance already there to help finish him off.
They're going to give him a yard is all on that.
Oscar Cervantes on the tackle for the Knights.
They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. 4th and about 3.
4th and 3. I don't think they'll run. Maybe they'll run sneak. I don't think they're going to get it. They had to get to the 30, and he's going to come up short. A couple Knights coming up at the bottom of that pile, number 42, Bennett Brown. One of the Knights in on that stop. And they get a super
good. Yeah.
Super.
Yep.
Super. How many times should I say super before I say
get it, but
favorable
it was,
spot? They were a yard
deals.
short, and the officials are being charitable. That's okay. It's okay. Clock keeps running. Under 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Good job, Bennett Brown. The reason I don't like it is because you don't get credit for the defensive play that Bennett Brown and a couple of the other Knights made there to stop that quarterback sneak. Ball at the 30-yard line. Torres going to roll out to the right to pass. He's got pressure coming. Lance Allred really gets in his face and forces him to adjust and throw the ball out of timing. And it's going to be incomplete, intended for... Who did we say that was? Hollinger.
Hollinger's on the pass. 2nd down and 10.
Lance Allred back in there in a hurry. Outside linebacker, just a freshman. Yes, he is the younger brother of Dylan Allred.
Torres takes the snap, gives it to Ferguson on that right side.
And is that Dylan Allred, Lance Allred on the tackle?
We'll maybe get a 1-yard gain.
Also, Jared Lee in there as well.
1 yard, we're going to call it 3rd down and 9. Clock getting under 4 minutes, not much left.
Yeah, that 4 minutes is going to go in a hurry unless there's injuries or timeouts. Torres looking to his left, throws the ball deep, double coverage. Peyton Livingston for the Knights was the closest one to it. He's not able to come up with it either. Intended for number 21, Ballweber.
That will be 4th down and about 8.
Should we talk about performer of the game? Performance Tire performer of the game. Let's start thinking about that, Ryan. What comes to mind when I say it's time to start thinking about the Performance Tire performer of the game?
Well, punt gets away. Takes a eagle bounce. The Knights will have the ball on their own 28-yard line.
Caden Allred was back to receive, and pressure was coming, so he let it go. Plenty of field for the Knights. Under 3 minutes left in the game.
Well, Derek Bergeson's obviously a consideration. He's got 3
completed
passing.
3 for 4 for
3 touchdowns.
110 yards.
Ran at least one more.
Ran 1, 35 yards out.
So I would also say another one.
Gunnar
would be
Anderson,
Gunnar Anderson
2 catches,
would be the
2
other
touchdowns. Did everything that was asked of him, I suppose. He was targeted twice and scored touchdowns on both of them.
If he could have kept his body and feet in bounds, he'd have had an interception as well.
Jared Lee on the run, twisting and turning his way for a first down maybe. Going to get right at 10 yards.
I say Gunnar.
You say Gunnar?
That's what I said.
Gunnar, 2 catches for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. You know, it's hard sometimes when there's such limited snaps for some of the key guys to settle on that.
Well, we try to spread around through the year. Derek's going to have all kinds of chances to make his bid. In a game like this, Gunnar made the most of the opportunities where the ball was thrown to him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So I like it. Lance Allred to the outside edge, looking to get a block. He tries to keep his foot. He's tripped up, but then dives forward, gets 1 foot on the ground, and skips forward and picks up an extra 3 yards in the process. Going to be a first down. The clock rolling under a minute and a half. So we're going to give the Performance Tire Performer of the Game award today to number 81, Gunnar Anderson. 2 catches, 74 yards. Both of those catches for touchdowns. Well deserved. Didn't he also have an interception, but it was out of bounds?
That's what I said. If he could have kept his feet in bounds, he'd have had an interception as well. I was about to say something smart, Alka, like he wants a free set of Michelin tires for his prime rig that he drives, but then I don't want to get in trouble with Junior. So
that would increase the value of his rig by 3 times, right?
Well, it's a sentimental value.
It's got, what do you call that? Delay a game against the Knights. What do you call that? Not tarnish. What do you call that when it's got the
patina?
It's got a patina.
It does. It kind of has some patina on the paint job.
Yeah, they're going to keep that clock running despite the penalty. Going to be 5 yards marched off against the Knights. And it's going to be Luis Cruz in the backfield.
Oh,
going to handle that snap. He's going to be brought down for a loss. Number 73 for the Eagles, still fighting hard. That is Evan Seymour. They list Evan Seymour at 6'2", 240. I don't believe that for a second.
That's how this game's going to end. Knights are going to win against the Cedar Park Christian Eagles by a score of 62-0. Next week, the Knights are at home
against
LaSalle.
Yeah,
I will be listening to it as well. I will be out of town, so
it'll be an SCAC game, but it'll technically be a non-league game. But it'll be another home game for the Knights. So, yeah, come out and watch them. Next Friday night, we'll be back to our normal Friday night schedule, and if you can't be there, we'll bring the game to you live. So thanks for listening in today, and looks like we survived the rain, and the Knights survived this game without any injury, so that's good moving forward. You've been watching Royal Knights Football at royalknightsfootball.com. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.